Saw you standing in the morning glow. Your eyes were soft, your movements slow. You held your cup like it was something dear, and in that moment I wanted to be near. The room was loud but you were still. You gave my heart an unexpected thrill. I tried to look away but couldn't find a reason strong enough to change my mind. I don't know your name or where you're from, but something in me says you're the one. Like the world paused just to show me your face and put my heart back in its place. Be mine, like the stars belong tonight. Be mine, like the sun belongs to light. Not forever if you're scared to try. Just be mine beneath this open sky. Just be mine. You smiled at something only you could see, and God, I wish that something could be me. You tucked your hair behind your ears so slow and set my whole entire world aglow. You looked my way and didn't turn aside, and something warm rushed through me like a tide. I found my feet were moving without thought toward the only thing my heart had sought. I know this feeling's new and hard to name, but nothing since has ever felt the same. Like every road I walked, it led me here to this one quiet moment, bright and clear. Be mine, like the stars belong tonight. Be mine, like the sun belongs to light. Not forever if you're scared to try. Just be mine beneath this open sky. Just be mine. Love doesn't always come with noise and rain. Sometimes it just walks in and softly stays. I'm not a man of many perfect words, but what I feel right now cannot be blurred. Every scar I have, I lay them bare. Every dream I hold, I choose to share. I'm not looking for someone to complete, just someone real enough to make life sweet. We talked until the stars replaced the sun, and somewhere in between you became someone. Not just a face across a crowded room, but the kind of warmth that breaks a winter's gloom. You laughed and leaned a little close to me, and for a second I could finally see a life that felt like home without a door, like something I had always been searching for. Be mine, like the stars belong tonight. Be mine, like the sun belongs to light. Not forever if you're scared to try. Just be mine beneath this open sky. Just be mine. If you're not ready, I will wait right here, through every doubt and every quiet fear. And when your heart says yes and gives the sign, I'll be right here just asking. Be mine, oh please be mine. Oh please be mine. I woke up with your smile upon my mind, the sweetest kind of thought my coffee slow and stood and stared at nothing but the morning, knowing you were there. The sun came through the curtains, soft and gold, like it was telling me a story yet untold. I sat down by the window with your memory near, and realized you were all I wanted here. I've been down this road before and walked away, but something feels so different about today. Like the ground beneath my feet has shifted right, and every single thing has come to light. Be mine, be mine, like the river needs the rain. Be mine, like the sunshine follows pain. I'm not asking you to give up what you know. Just take my hand and let this feeling grow. Just be mine. I passed the place we talked and slowed my feet. The memory of you made the cold feel sweet. The bench was empty now, but I could still hear your laugh floating softly in the autumn air. I took the long way home because of you, through every winding street and avenue, hoping that the distance and the time would help me find the courage and the rhyme. I've kept my walls up high for way too long, convinced myself that standing tall was strong. But you walked in and made me rethink it all, and now I'm not so afraid to fall. Be mine, like the river needs the rain. Be mine, like the sunshine follows pain. I'm not asking you to give up what you know. Just take my hand and let this feeling grow. Just be mine. I know you've had your heartaches, so have I. I know you've watched some good things say goodbye, but that doesn't mean we close the door for good or stop believing love can be what it should. We don't have to rush or make a single vow. Just be here with me fully in the now. Let's build this thing on trust and easy days, and find each other gently through the haze. I wrote your name down just to see it there, then laughed at myself sitting in my chair, like a teenager who doesn't know the rules. Love has a way of turning men to fools, but I don't mind the foolish feeling now, because you make me wanna figure out how to be the kind of person worth your while, worth your time, your heart, your morning smile. Be mine, like the river needs the rain. Be mine, like the sun I'll be the one beside you. Be mine, be mine, oh darling, be mine. You called me on a Tuesday out of nowhere. Your voice was soft and warm like summer air. You said you'd been thinking and you couldn't sleep, that something in your chest was running deep. I held the phone so tight against my ear, afraid that if I moved you'd disappear. I'd waited for this moment without knowing. Now here it was and I could feel it glowing. Sometimes the things we want don't come with signs. They come in quiet moments between the lines. They come in late night calls and nervous breath, and saying all the things we swallow best. Be mine, like the ocean needs the shore. Be mine, like every song needs something more. I'm not looking for a perfect love or grand, just yours truly if you'll take my hand. Just be mine. We met for tea the next day in the square. You wore that little jacket and I had to stare. You laughed and said I always look surprised. I said it's hard to hide what's in my eyes. We walked along the river, talking low about the things we want and where we go. You said you'd always dreamed of seeing Rome. I said anywhere with you would feel like home. I'm not a man who says things that he doesn't mean. I'm not the kind to paint a pretty scene, but what I feel for you is clear as day. And I'm tired of letting chances slip away. Be mine, like the ocean needs the shore. Be mine, like every song needs something more. I'm not looking for a perfect love or grand, just yours truly if you'll take my hand. Just be mine. We've both been burned by fires in the past. We've both had loves we thought would always last, but here we are still standing in the light, still choosing to believe that love is right. I'm not that old mistake that let you down. I'm not the storm that turned a smile to frown. I'm just a man who sees you clear and true, and wants to spend his mornings next to you. The evening came and neither moved to go. The sky turned pink and purple, burning slow. You rested your head lightly on my arm, and I felt something settle, something calm. I didn't say a word, nor did you. Sometimes the silence says what words can't do. I breathed it in, the moment and the air, the way it felt like answered prayer. Be mine, like the ocean needs the shore. Be mine, like every song needs something more. I'm not looking for a perfect love or grand, just yours truly if you'll take my hand. Just be mine. Don't think too hard, just let your heart decide. I'll be right here, standing by your side. And if it's me your heart is leaning toward, then give me one chance, just one word. Be mine, please just be mine. You said yes on a quiet rainy night. The street lamp made your eyes reflect the light. I think my heart stopped beating for a beat, then came back twice as strong and twice as sweet. I walked you to your door beneath the rain, and everything I felt I can't explain. You turned around and gave me one last smile, and made every single road feel worth the while. I drove back home with every window down. The rain was falling soft across the town. I laughed out loud at nothing in the dark, because you went and lit up every spark. Be mine, like the winter needs the cold. Be mine, like every story needs to be told. I've been waiting for a love that feels like this, one that starts with just a smile and ends with bliss. Just be mine. We started slow like any good thing should. Morning texts and walks around the neighborhood. You'd send me songs at midnight with no words, just melodies as sweet as singing birds. I learned the way you take your tea at noon, and how you always hum a little tune. The way you scrunch your nose when something's wrong. The way you make the ordinary strong. The little things about you built a home inside the parts of me that felt alone. You fill the quiet spaces without trying, and somehow stop my restless heart from flying. Be mine, like the winter needs the cold. Be mine, like every story needs to be told. I've been waiting for a love that feels like this, one that starts with just a smile and ends with bliss. Just be mine. People say that love should feel like fire, like burning flames and then this pure desire. But with you it feels like something warm instead, like Sunday morning light across the bed. Not every love needs lightning to be real. Some loves are just the truest things you feel, steady and reliable and kind, the rarest kind of love that you can find. We had our first small argument one day about something neither could remember days away. But you came back and knocked upon my door and said you didn't want to fight anymore. I opened up and let you in the hall. You brought me bread and said that's love after all. Not the absence of the storm or the rain, but always coming back again and again. Be mine, like the winter needs a cold. Be mine, like every story needs to be told. I've been waiting for a love that feels like this, one that starts with just a smile and ends with bliss. Just be mine. So here we are on this side of the fear, two people who decided to stay near. And every day I wake and feel the sign that I'm the lucky one, because you're mine. Be mine, always be mine. You left your cardigan on my old chair. I didn't move it, just left it there. It smelled like you and lavender and tea, the closest thing to you, and you're not with me. I caught myself just talking to the walls, repeating all our jokes in empty halls. pause. That's when I knew this wasn't just a phase. You had become the center of my days. Nobody warned me it would feel like this. Not fireworks, but something I would miss. Like background music you don't hear until the song stops playing and the room goes still. Be mine, like the kettle needs the flame. Be mine, nothing after you will feel the same. Not the loud and burning kind of love we see, just the quiet one that fits like you and me. Just be mine. You argue with the characters in books. You judge a person only by their looks. On menus, not their faces, I should say. You make me laugh at least 3 times a day. You steal the blanket every single night, then wake up looking somehow still alright. I've lost all my complaints somewhere along the way. You make the ordinary song. I never thought the small things would be where I'd find the biggest love beyond compare. But here I am undone by how you pour your coffee like you've never rushed before. Be mine, like the kettle needs the flame. Be mine, nothing after you will feel the same. Not the loud and burning kind of love we see, just the quiet one that fits like you and me. Just be mine. We had one night when everything went wrong. The silence stretched between us, cold and long. I sat outside and stared up at the street and felt the weight of pride beneath my feet. I came back in and found you still awake. You said I hate the distance that we make. I said me too and pulled you close and knew that no argument was ever worth losing you. You started leaving little notes around, in jacket pockets under cups I found. Just stupid things like buy more bread today, but I kept every single one away. I have a drawer now full of your small words, more precious than the finest thing I've heard. Because love isn't always said out loud, sometimes it's just a note tucked in a crowd. Be mine, like the kettle needs the flame. Be mine, nothing after you will feel the same. Not the loud and burning kind of love we see, just the quiet one that fits like you and me. Just be mine. So keep your cardigan upon my chair. Keep leaving little notes everywhere. Keep stealing blankets, keep that morning face. Because you are my most favorite commonplace. Be mine, my favorite kind of mine. I found the ring inside a little shop, between a broken clock and a worn out mop. The owner said it belonged to someone true. I said that sounds exactly right for you. I carried it for weeks inside my coat, rehearsing every word of every note, dropping all my practice lines each time, because real love never fits a perfect rhyme. I've written and rewritten what to say, then thrown it all away and found a way to say the truest thing without a script. Just 2 hearts and the silence in between us slipped. Be mine, not just for a season or a year. Be mine, unkind, for the evenings when we both lose our mind. Be mine, for all of it, the beautiful and rough. Just be mine, because loving you is enough. I took you to the place we first had tea. The same old corner, same old you and me. The same small table by the cloudy glass, where everything between us came to pass. You thought we were just having our routine, not knowing what this ordinary scene was quietly becoming something more than all the things we'd ever done before. You looked at me and asked why I was pale. I said I had a very important tale. You laughed and said, just say it, don't be slow. I got down on one knee and let you know. Be mine, not just for a season or a year. Be mine, for every day that follows, far and near. For the mornings that are messy and unkind, for the evenings when we both lose our mind. Be mine, for all of it, the beautiful and rough. Just be mine, because loving you is enough. You covered up your mouth and held your breath. Your eyes went wide like something close to death. Then life, then joy, then everything at once. I held the ring and waited like a dunce. You said you'd been expecting this for weeks, that you had told your mother through the peaks of every conversation on the phone that I was going to ask, and she had known. I laughed so hard I nearly dropped the ring. You said yes before I'd finished everything, and in that little tea shop, warm and small, we became the truest version of it all. Now mornings feel like something I deserve. You hum while making eggs without reserve. I read the paper, barely missed the news, because I'd rather watch you in your morning shoes. We built a life from small and simple things, not castles, not a crown, not golden rings. Just Tuesday nights and arguments on shows, and knowing that wherever life goes, it goes. Be mine, not just for a season or a year. Be mine, for every day that follows, far and near. For the mornings that are messy and unkind, for the evenings when we both lose our mind. Be mine, for all of it, the beautiful and rough. Just be mine, because loving you is enough. So here we are at the end of the song, two people who decided to belong. Not perfectly, not always getting it right, but choosing one another every night. If love is just a word, then let it be the only word that ever mattered to me. And when they ask me how I knew the sign, I'll say she simply said yes. Be mine, be